You know, the enemy doesn't need to destroy you to stop you. He just needs to distract you, right? If he can keep you tangled up in conflict, buried in fear, or overwhelmed by the pressures or the cares of this world, he knows that you'll never actually fully step into the kingdom work that God has prepared for you, that you're assigned to, right? 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7 says, "For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and love and of a sound mind." And fear is not from God, right? Confusion is not from God. Oppression is not from God. These are assignments from the enemy designed to pull you away from your calling, right? The enemy wants to distract you because distraction is spiritual warfare, right? If he can get your eyes off Jesus, he can get your hands off your kingdom purpose, right? And if he can get you focused on the problem, he can keep you from walking in your divinely appointed tasks, right? But Paul reminds Timothy and us that God has already equipped us with everything that we need to stay steady, right? He says power, love, and a sound mind. So power, authority to stand firm in the name of Jesus, right? Love, loving like Jesus, gives us the ability to respond without being reactive, right? And a sound mind. So clarity, stability, and spiritual focus. And we get this by being in the Word as often as we can to make sure that we have that truth impressed on our hearts and on our minds, right? You have kingdom work to do, and it's your responsibility to guard your focus. Jesus warned about this in Mark chapter 4, verse 19. He says, "And the cares of this world, the deceitfulness of riches, and the desires for other things entering in and choke the word, and it becomes unfruitful." The enemy uses cares and conflict and chaos to choke out your calling, right? But you were not created to be choked out. You were created to bear fruit, right? And this is why you can't afford to be pulled into every argument, every fear, every emotional storm, or every spiritual distraction, right? Your assignment is too important. Your calling for our kingdom work is too costly, and our time here is too short. Heaven has entrusted us with kingdom work, and the enemy knows it, right? And that's why he fights for our attention and our focus more than anything else. Don't let the enemy distract you. Don't let fear silence you, and don't let conflict drain you. You carry power. You carry love and a sound mind. So use them, right? Stay focused, stay faithful, stay on your kingdom assignment. What distraction has been pulling your focus away from the kingdom work that God has entrusted to you, right? Something to ponder, guys. Until next time, God bless.